Hey guys, welcome to Nay and Bubbles Game World. I'm Bubbles, and this is my mini-series, Leveling Mages. It doesn't really matter. This is episode 11. Did I already say that? Did I already say episode 11? Sorry, Nay's sitting over there making little funny faces. Today, we have plenty to talk about. A lot of stuff happened. I haven't recorded for, I think it's about 2 weeks. Or 2 weeks physically, but you'll see a week video. Separation between a week. Or 3 weeks actually, what am I saying? But yeah, we were gonna go all the way over there, so let's go ahead and jump over there. I almost forgot where we were supposed to go.
Need help?
Yes, Shatterpoint. Alright, so while this is doing this, I wanted to show you what I said on my phone. So we have been playing Risk. R-I-S-K. Is literally like the board game version of Age of Empires. But it's all about the luck of the roll of the die, which Nay hates. But apparently I've won twice already, and I really suck at AoE. And I was just reading this part, like, because the instructions are so complicated. Like, for the first time we were playing, we didn't know that you could only use, I mean, okay, it said it about the dice, you know, the blue ones for defending and the red ones for attacking, but it never explained what happens if there was literally just you have all your territories only had one guy on it. What happens? Can you never attack? Because you can't take you have to leave one. And when you're attacking, we didn't know this, you have to leave two.
What's on
so we've been very dumb at it. But we've been, you know, making it work, because it said no matter what, just kind of play and you can figure it out. So me and Freon, who love it most, we were thinking of actual ideas to add to it, and I'm actually going to be making the board bigger so that we can add boat travel. Yes, I know it sounds funny, but we are going to add boat travel. Do I have to talk to him, or yeah, why is it telling me to go in here?
Something?
It's over here. I gotta go bomb the people. But actual boat travel, and that it would have to be each turn would be to move it to a different dash that I'm going to place on the board. Well,
Safe travel.
oh, that guy. Girl. Sorry. Is it this one?
What can I do for
okay,
ya?
so we need a bishop shelf.
Safe travel.
Alright. And, so then I decided, because I couldn't figure out, you know, what it was talking about when there's like only one person left. I was saying a defender, because Fran was like, so can we retreat? And I was like, I don't really think you can. There's nothing in there about retreating. So I was like, the defender can retreat if they have attached territory. Any one person can retreat, leaving a territory exposed for conquer. The opposing players must roll to conquer the abandoned territory. The highest roller wins. If 3 attack 2, the attacker may retreat, but they can't attack that again from any side. Because, like, it's not fair that the defender always has to defend. Like, why can't they retreat? I mean, you can retreat in a you know, PC game or whatever, so why not in this? So we're trying to figure that out. Let's put this on my bars real fast to make it easier to go boom. And then, let's see. It's written on my phone, so I have to wait a second so I can bomb people? It sounds so horrible. Fell reroute here. Yeah, so, you know, we're just trying to kind of add our own, what I've been calling president rules. You know, just that they're above what the game rules are in a sense, just because it has plain set rules. I can read that, I can see it. It's just, it doesn't explain certain things. And I don't think that when people make board games, they don't think about that. And on top of everything else, we've been playing Jumanji, which isn't as exciting as just watching the original movie, mind you, of the board game. But I still like the board game itself. Oh, speaking of board games, Risk, it's so hard because you got, you know, all those little men, the infantry, the cavalry, and the cannons. So for one, they never have enough because they tell you to do it on paper, and I'm like, well, that's cause for concern. So I plan on getting, if there is a way to request more men from them, I will. Oh, she's taking me back. See, this is the problem. Now she wants to automatically take me back, but when I needed them not to take me back, it won't. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna try to order more men because, you know, with every turn you get troops at the beginning of the turn.
Great to meet you.
And then
See you
you
soon.
get the cards, you know, to try to get more troops when you have a 3 set or 1, 2, 3 or 2 in a wild, something. And so we need to get more. And on top of that, I'm going to, at the bottom, I'm going to flip the board over and glue it to its flat piece. Like I'm going to keep it flat, not being able to be folded up. And then I'm going to glue a magnetic strip to it. And then flip it. And then the little men I'm going to take, and I've heard of it, and I'm hoping that it's there. It's liquid magnetics, something. I don't even know what it's called. And it's supposedly, like, I could wipe at the bottom of the men like I would painting a nail. And then let it dry. And then when it dries, it's just like a hardened magnet. And so that magnet needs to be lighter so that we can pull the men off and move them when it's necessary. But I'm doing that so that the men will stay, because we hit the table and like all of them fell over, and I was just like, really? Really, Nay? Yes, it was Nay's fault. He knocked over most of the men the entire time we were playing. He's got a dirt face on. So, I see she won't take me home when I want to go home. She'll take me when I wasn't even done. So yeah, that's one of the projects I'm working on, is that whole magnetic risk and getting more men, or making them. I don't know. Maybe I could just make them and call them something. I don't know. Depends on how much they cost. Because like, if they cost more to get 5, I think it's because there's 5 of them, 5 colors, even though there's 6 on the board. It's really funny. So if there's 5, if those 5 sets, which I actually only need 3, just the 3 main colors that we use, which I'm the indigo, Nay is the blue, and Freon's the red. And that's pretty much what we are in AoE, except that I'm like a teal in AoE just because I like that color. Similar to her dress in here. But if it's cheaper to buy 3 board games, which are $30 just to get extra men, I think I'll do that. So it just depends on what's cheaper. Buy just the men, or go ahead and buy a board game. Oh, excuse me. My soda's like, meh. I had my imitation crab meat today.
You got
It's
my
so
attention.
good. You know me, I'm from the East Coast, duh. And I miss
See
my
you
Maryland
soon.
blue crab, so
Safe
every now and then I get
travels.
this imitation. It's okay, but it's not the same, but it's okay. Now
Welcome.
yeah, that's actually supposed to be daily. I'm not doing
Keep
that.
your feet on the ground.
Is that honor point? No, what? Honor point's down here.
How are you? See you soon.
So sorry, I'm getting confused.
How are you? Safe
Let's hope she
travels.
brings me back down here. I think it's down here, somewhere down here, by Zeth Gore. Or she's bringing me there. That's fine. Yes, I think that's honor point. Okay, so I didn't even mention the question of the day. I really don't. I was supposed to be working on it, but I really didn't. So, first I want to say that a lot of people don't understand. This popped in my head because I make that shrimp jambalaya from Scotch and Johns I told you about, because it's gluten-free and delicious. So, most people, the moment the microwave dings, they want to run and go get the food. And they're like, oh, it's still cold. I'm like, duh. It says, let stand for 1 minute to 2 minutes. Well, people don't understand. It means to let it stand in the microwave, not take it out and let it sit there on a cold counter. Okay, the microwave might be off, but the heat inside the microwave is still there. So a lot of people don't understand that just because your microwave dings does not mean it's ready. And it was annoying because when you live with people, that happens all the time. Well, it done. Take it out. I'm like, it's not ready yet. And and dung. Dung is the word. Ding, whatever. I say dung. Like, it's funny. And they make fun of people when they talk about that person needs to be, or he needs to be hanged. I'm like, couldn't you just say that he was hung? I mean, that is a word. You know, or hang, but not hanged. It just sounds weird. So, yeah. We question the English language so much. Let's take that off my bars before I accidentally try to hit it. Alright, we need 10 of these guys. I didn't even test my timer because I'm on the phone, you know, trying to look up this that I was supposed to tell y'all. So, no! Oh, okay. Wow. You know, that's been happening at random, and it's not even funny. But, speaking of this, so our lights were flickering yesterday. We were just wondering hardcore why. So we had a liquid salt storm. Yeah, it sounds quite funny. So, as you know, there's the salt lake that's all around here. There's a reason why it's called that. Now, it was hailing. First it was just like snowing, but then there was this wind that came through. And then a portal. Storming. I can portal people now. And then the wind came through, and apparently it actually started hailing salt. You know how I know? Because it was on everything. You could see it on the ground. If you had a dark colored car, oh no, your car was now white. Okay, it had a bleach job without you knowing. Like, so I'm pretty sure that all of our, 50 car wash places right here in our local town would be packed the next day. I mean, it was nasty, and it was so eerie, and it was like no one was outside. It was very quiet, very pre-apocalyptic state. It was crazy. Of course, Freon was loving it. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was actually hailing like salt balls. It was so weird. So I don't know, between the wind and the wacky weather in Utah, it was just crazy. So yeah, that was annoying. Also, so I guess this is a question of the day. It sounds, I am not a person that is for or against the war that our soldiers go to. I firmly believe, you know, vets and respect them, and I do but don't understand why we go over there and what we do. I mean, so I'm not for or against it. I'm just, I am, you know, that's it. I want to get away from that guy. I don't want to pull him again. So, my question is, why is there even a war? Not that I'm questioning why we're over there. I'm saying, why is there a war in the sense that, why can't there be a they be there and we be here? We're here, you know? So, like, why is it up to, like, what I think, it almost seems like only United States send troops over there. So if that's the case, then why is it up to us to keep those countries in check or whatever? Like, are there other countries helping? Like, what? I don't know. Like, I haven't actually done my research on it. Not that I haven't cared enough. Like I said, I'm not for or against it. I'm a gamer. You know, I don't do political or anything like that. I mean, I watch the Super Bowl. I bet on it every year. Actually, I did not watch anything last year or the year before. And this year, I just been doing my own thing. But I just have a question, because, you know, I live here. I don't live in Europe or whatever. So I wouldn't know who else sends out troops to wherever and why. And it's almost like, are they peace, I guess. Like, why does there have to be an attempt on anyone's country or whatever kind of? So this whole thing was brought up because of my era that I like, which is right now I'm watching Reign, you know, and I'm, you know, Queen Elizabeth is always afraid, and then Queen Mary, and so it's like, really, what does it matter? Just you be there, and she'll be there, and you got France there chilling. Why is there gotta be a fight or a war? Any of that? Like, that's where that question came in. Like, how is it in reality, real world, right now, in 2021? Like, how is it? Why? So I guess that's my question of the day, is like, why is there actual physical conflict between countries and everybody wanting to, like back then there was the king who wanted to be the king of all three, you know, France, Scotland, England. I'm like, why can't you just deal with France? Why you got to be all, I need to be all three? No, you don't even need to monopolize and have that much stuff. It's ridiculous. So that's just my question is about that. Oh, hello, pig. Yeah, and then, okay, also, which I will mention this on the Horde version if you watch it, so I do apologize for repeating myself again. I found out something with Chromie. So we created a secondary account that I would have liked to put this tune on there, but it is not linked. It is completely separate. I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll just make another one and catch it up and y'all would never know the difference. Problem is, they mentioned the heirlooms. This tune has heirlooms. That new account does not. So it's kind of like, I don't want to. Plus, I wouldn't want to lie to y'all and say, oh, yeah, this is the same account. And it's really not. So, on there, that account, she doesn't have... Oh, did he attack me? No. She does not have Shadowlands. I have yet to buy it. I don't care because I wasn't worried about quickly getting up there and getting to 60. I just wanted to play and have something else, and that we were going to start streaming and stuff like that with that account. Specifically mounts that, you know, are really hard to get and see how long it takes us to get it. So that's right there, me telling you that. That's one of the new things we're going to be doing, is streaming on Twitch, and I'll post the videos also on YouTube. And it's just going to see how long it takes, you know, this one specific tune to get invincible, or this mount or that mount, and stuff like that. And then hopefully those would also progress to how to get mounts by yourself in old style rates. But it says, I wrote it down, I was like, okay, so I cannot, Chromie's not there. Like, Chromie is a thing that was technically introduced in Shadowlands, or what was considered the Shadowlands patch. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure when it was introduced. But physically, she can go there. Chromie's there. She can talk to her. But she will not let me do anything else. Like, I'm forced to go do the BFA stuff. Because right now, if you create a new oh, I'm going to die. If you create, sorry, whoa. Okay, what am I doing? Create food, duh. I can do it. I'm leveling the paladin right now, so I'm kind of confused. So, I just created a new account, and apparently you get vanilla to BFA free. You just have to subscribe to go past level 20. I want to pull him. Oh, that one. I thought that was him. So, she's level 50, and instead of me just buying Shadowlands and keep going, I'm actually going to... Gosh darn it, you're going to come this way, aren't you? I'm just working on BFA rep and getting flying and all of that stuff, which I don't know what is going on. I can't remember per when it was live. How long it took to get, like, through the quest thing. So I did, like, one that was one land Alliance, and then I did the one land that was Horde, then Alliance, then Horde. But I'm not getting... And then I'm on the third Alliance. I'm joining Drusvar. I've already done. What is it called? Storm Wake? Storm Shield. What is it called? Storm's Wake? Storm Song. It's a whole bunch of noodles hanging out his mouth. He's eating his lunch. So nothing's like popping out for me to do yet another Horde area, which at the moment would have been Vol'dun. So I thought it was rep. So I started working on rep, and I got it. And now there's nothing again. I'm like, what are the rep things? So I might have to research it to find out what are the rep tiers for you to start getting this quest or that quest. So it's just taking a little longer than it would have been if it was current, I guess. Because I really just want to open up the world quest. That would help me with more rep so I can get the flying. And then I'll work on using that gold to purchase Shadowlands. So, because y'all know me, most of everything I pay with WoW is WoW gold. It's not cash unless specified that it can. Like the 6 months. The 6 months thing that you do, to get the thing had to been cash. It wasn't allowed. You wouldn't be able to get the prizes, or whatever you want to call them, if you paid with gold. So yeah, that's. I mean, we just try to throw it out. But I also found out. So when I did that, I don't know if it was this tune or something else. Oh yeah, it was that tune. And you want to? Okay, no, it wasn't that tune. I don't know. All I know is now in today's WoW world, if you talk to Chromie now and you do the Legion, you have to do that original Legion scenario. Like, there was no guide that let me skip it. But in a way, there is. So I did. I was afraid to do it, but I did. I read somewhere that it said just leave the scenario. So I left the scenario and I got ported right in front of the guy, and I talked to the guy, and then I could skip it. But you physically have to at least go into the scenario to leave it, and then you'll be able to skip it. So don't fear or don't fret that you have to do that very, very long and exhausting, stupid little scenario when it's just like maybe, I think that we had like 4 people in there. Like, there wasn't a lot of people to do it. We have a problem. I've pulled too much, and I'm going to die. I wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, she's gonna die. Oh dear, that's really far away. Lovely. How many times have we died on her yet? I don't even know. Let's look up statistics while we're at it. 2. I've died twice. Darn it. And I can't remember what the first one is. I'd have to find out. I'd have to rewatch to find out. Let me know if y'all remember right off the bat was the first time I died. That's horrible. I wasn't not paying attention. So yeah, and then you talk to the guy and you'll be ported $1 on, and that's that. I don't even know if I got as far as getting the weapon. No, I didn't. That was my hunter. My horde hunter. That's who it was. Yes, so I was leveling her in Warlords, and then I went to Legion, and then I got as far as opening True Salt Lodge and got some of that stuff, and I am going to work on her in Legion specifically to get all of that stuff. And my temporary dwarf, she's not getting anything. The new account, NBGW, that account, that dwarf specifically, is just to get up there, get the 50, maybe get to 60 to get heirlooms and what else? Flying and BFA, all of that open, get some gold going, maybe do just to get gold. And then I'm going to make my actual characters. Now, I will tell you, if at one point they get all of the heirlooms that these 2 tunes use, which is, if that's the case, I'll go after them first. I will end up remaking these 2 and bringing them on that account, because I can't transfer. I would have to literally make 2 new characters. So at one point I would actually have to delete these and then make those, unless I change the name, which, you know me, I probably wouldn't want to have to change the name. So I'm probably going to end up changing their name, then giving the other one that name. So that's $40 name change. So we'll see. Because I wouldn't mind having them on that account specifically for that. But yeah, oh, also, Darkmoon Merit ended, but I do have that video out that talks about the ring toss. I actually helped somebody, and that's why I went to quickly record it, because I know it was towards the end of I think it actually was the last day that I recorded it, but I wanted people to be able to see for the next month how to do it. As he was just tossing the coins, and the turtle just kept moving, and I just felt really bad, and I was like, no, stop. And then I explained it, and he was like, huh? So I had to, like, explain it again, and he was like, oh. So I'm hoping the person got it, and that'd be really funny if they could ever how do I close that? Yeah. Okay. Why do I gotta be standing in it to close it? Alright, if we die again, who cares? I'm gonna run. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. The only reason I died last time was because I had to stop running. Or I would have jumped off the edge, and that wasn't happening. Yeah. And for you warlocks, speaking of that succubus that just went by, y'all, any of y'all actually use it? Like, I've never really seen them use that, or the tall one that looks like that. It's pretty much just the imp or the blueberry, which is the void walker, but oh, Fell Reaver. Smack! They look funny when they get hit. Yeah, so I was just... Oh, and the dwarf is also going to unlock the allied races. Because I guess I kind of prefer most of the allied races than I do the main races. Like, you know, the Vampire, the Mechanomes, Dark Iron. Like, it's from their hairstyles to their height. I guess. You know me and the little characters. I'm a pretty tall person. I really don't like that I'm that tall. Like, I actually wish I could, like, shrink. Some people think that all these people, they always want to get taller. And I'm like, no, I actually want to get shorter. They got my cousin. I have the specific family cousin I'm talking about is the two boys, or two girls and a boy. And the oldest, she's really tall. She got that from her mother because the father is actually really short. So then the middle child, the female, and then the youngest is child, a boy, blah, blah, blah. They ended up getting the shortness. And I look at her and I'm like, this is not fair. You actually are like the perfect little height. Just high enough that you can reach the top shelf if you needed to really reach, but you still might need somebody's help. And it's the whole thing about looking up to your man. I don't know. It's really weird. Don't mind me. So I was like wondering if they could ever do that. I know they have the thing to make you taller. Excruciating though. I heard it was really, really excruciating. It's way worse than any type of augmentation. It is excruciating. So I'm like, no thanks. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all know about the elbow. I actually don't really know if I mentioned that. I really don't know about the elbow surgery I had. So I got my gallbladder removed and got an infection in my left elbow and had to have surgery on it. Elbow and knees are like the worst. Especially the knees, I guess, because you wouldn't even be able to walk. I couldn't move my elbow. I actually just realized last night when I went to scratch my back that I actually could, you know, you take your hand flat and put the flat of your hand on your back. I could not do that for it's been almost 2 years. So, and now I just realized I did that because I had an itch and then my right hand had something in it and I just reached to my left, didn't even realize, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm touching my back with my left hand. So yeah, elbow surgery, excuse me. I was done from the moment that my gallbladder was removed till
may the light embrace you. Do not lose faith.
I don't even know. I had nightmares. Because it was the worst experience. I don't know if it was just the doctors / the hospital I was at and so on. But no, ew. Alright. I don't know how long I've been recording, so I think I'm just gonna go till 3 and make it work. So let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. What the... Are they downstairs? Oh, the prayer beads. Yeah, aren't they? Are the prayer beads downstairs?
What?
The Draenei prayer beads. I couldn't remember where they are, if they were outside or not.
I don't know. I haven't done those.
Pick up your feet when you walk. And stop making noise. At least he puts dishes in the sink. A lot of people don't put dishes in the sink. Oh my gosh, man. What's with the cookie?
No.
He just ate lunch and then he's got a cookie, which, by the way, are my snickerdoodle cookies.
Mine.
Warm wishes to you.
Okay, seriously. Digging. So when to be outside, we might
The
have to
Naru
stop.
have not forgotten us.
Alright, let's go outside. Maybe I have to dig and poop. This game loves me digging through poop and carrying severed heads in my bag. It does. It really does. Okay, well, it's... Oh, I'm about to say it's not outside. You know, I remember this. I knew that was outside. Don't ask me. I recently did that, so it just ticked me off. Ah! My goodness. Okay, let's not walk on the table, please. You know, it's really complicated if person's
Warm
actually like
wishes.
the true RPers of this game. I've done that before.
Be
You know,
kind
walked.
to those less fortunate.
Oh, actually, where did that happen the other day? No, the guy, he was like, let's go get a drink or whatever. Yes, Stormwind. What was that? Okay, so there was this AFK guy, and someone said and say that that's a botter. And the other person's like,
Hello.
he's been here for 3 days and blah, blah. Oh, no, we don't want to do that.
Be careful.
3 days and whatever. And I was like, yeah, they don't really care about that and eat too much more as long as they're being, you know, paid for subscription. And so the guy was a Mildred, and was like, come friend, something, let's go have a drink or whatever. I know the best pub. And I guess he thought I was new. So he starts walking away. And I'm like, okay. I just start walking behind him. And then we got like 2 more people walking with us. It was just funny. But then their BG popped up. And they're like, sorry, my friend, I must come away or something. And then they vanished. And I was like, right before I got it, I cried on their shoulder. Right before. So every now and then you come across those small little RPs like that. And it's so funny.
Be well.
Path of glory.
May your days be long.
My
and your
life for
hardships
the
few.
Alliance.
You want me to slay that big, yeah, up there. And then there's also something that goes around that way. So it's just funny when you come across that. And I've done that myself, like walked to the stairs, walked around, people waited in line. Stuff like that. It's not what you're supposed to do, but yeah. That's kind of how this game goes. Alright, so yeah, I think I will end it here instead of going all the way over there, because that's a lot. I know what I have to get there, and I don't know why there's not 2. There's 2 there. It's only showing 1. And then, so yeah, the question of the day was that about the war thing. Like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. Just asking questions. And maybe next week I'll talk to you about the actual projects that I'll be doing in real life. We are fun. My shelf, by the way, that has all of our gaming stuff on it is completely bare. So I'm hopefully it's not a bad echo, because there's nothing on the wall behind me now. So, but if y'all follow us on here, I'll probably post it on here or the Family World, the projects that we're doing. So note that if you want to see the actual projects we're doing, check the Name Bubbles Family World page. And I guess I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye!